Hello, we are back with Blocky Music. I've got Alyssa and Janet. Say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
And damn, the harmony on that one. And yeah, Blocky Music is where we listen to music that from Blocky games, and then they are ranked on how worthy they are. Today we're gonna be doing Biker Mice from Mars. This is a Super Nintendo game, so like blocky but not as blocky. And Biker Mice from Mars came out around the time when Ninja Turtles was big, and they made a lot of like animals with attitude kind of cartoons and series and stuff. Everyone was trying to capture the fad. There was this, there was Street Sharks, there was Turtles, there was a lot of them.
Shark?
But basically, Biker Mice from Mars was one of the more popular ones. They had Konami, who made Castlevania, and they made some of the Turtles games. They made Biker Mice from Mars as well. So it is it's not like some random developer, just some nobody. It's like a big name company from the time. And Biker Mice from Mars is like it's a racing game. You play as
Konami
one of the biker mice from Mars. And yeah, you just do, there's like 5 rounds, and then at the end, depending on what place you got, you go to the next one, and then you just do that over and over. So there's 5 map themes, and then these are the 5 map themes. So yeah, any questions before we begin?
No, I'm just
God.
gonna be looking up biker mice right now, so I can have a visual.
Okay.
I feel like I've seen you play this.
All right. So cool. We're just gonna start with city. Here we go. All right. We'll start with Janet.
Okay. Looking at the picture, it fits what I'm listening to. My only notes was sunglasses and 90s biker vibe.
Oh
And so I think it fits well. Can you remind me, are these in any order? Like, is this the first one or is it?
Oh yeah. So every like, I guess, cup is what it would be in Mario Kart. Has 5 maps, and you go through the same order, but they get harder as you go along. So the first one's always city, the second one's always island, the third one's always sewer, fourth one's the circuit, and the last one's the fortress. So you do those 5 in a row, and then that's like the end of like the round, I guess. And then you go to like a harder version, and then you do the same map, like themes, but different actual like maps. Does that make sense?
Yeah. This felt very like cities blocky music. There's nothing that stands out, and I don't know if that's good or bad, but I liked it, and I would give it like I mean, again, I don't know if the rest are gonna be horrible and like this one sounds good, or does this one suck and the rest are gonna be better. So I'm gonna give it a 4. It was pretty good.
Okay, Alyssa, what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, Biker Mice from Mars. This definitely has that rock feeling to it. Riding on your motorbike through the city, boys. Yeah. Honestly, I liked it. I thought the beat was good, melody was good. I'm fine with giving it a 4 for now until like it could be a 5. It's definitely like for me it's a high ranking one. So
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. Then we'll do 4. Sounds like you guys agreed on 4. And then the next one is Island. And yeah, it's as you would imagine, it's an island. All right, Janet.
It had a really strong start. I was getting like driving on the highway feeling, right? Where the wind is in your whiskers. I thought it was really like that. Like the island is next to you and you're driving on the what's the what, Pacific Coast Highway?
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah.
getting.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the piano part, like the back and forth part of it, like at the very end, right before the loop starts. I thought that was also really cool. I want to give this one like a 4, if not maybe a 5.
Wow. Okay. Alyssa.
Yeah, I mean, both these songs, I don't know, they remind me of something like, what is it, like 70s, 80s rock or something came out. But it definitely, the way these are composed definitely remind me of that. I do like how the song changed towards the end. Had kind of like a lighter beat to it. I'm good with giving this a 4. I don't know if this one would be a 5 for me, but a 4. I'm good with a 4 for the island tune.
Okay. And then just since we have them here, compared to City, I'll start with Janet. Are we leaving it like this or are we switching them?
I liked Island more, so I would put Island 4, like on top.
And Alyssa?
Uh, yeah, that's fine. I think Island had a little bit more going on in the song composition overall.
All right, cool. The next one, I don't know why it's called Sewerage, but it's just the sewers. So here we go.
Okay.
Damn, somebody just dropped a fat loaf, didn't they?
All right, Janet, Sewerage.
I'm not as impressed with this one. No notes were taken. Things stood out. Um, Either a 2 or a 3.
Okay, wow. Alyssa, what do you have?
Yeah, as far as what we've listened to so far, this one's definitely been my least favorite. As I commented, it sounds like somebody's struggling to get their pooper out. That's what it sounds
Interesting.
like. They're having a battle with their sphincter.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't. There, this song doesn't have the. I don't know. The other ones kind of sound like racing songs to me. I don't know if this one has that same kind of feel that the other ones do. So, yeah, 3 or 2 for me too. Big.
Okay, I guess I'll just do a 3 for now.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what happens. The next one, Circuit. That one's kind of hard to explain. So like, I obviously island. You're on an island. City, you're just racing around the city. Sewers, you're in the sewers. Fortress, you're in a fortress. Circuit is an actual like racetrack. So you're not just like riding around causing mayhem. You know,
At the
whatever.
speed of sound.
Like you're on an actual racetrack. So, but they're like dirt road. They're like you know, have you ever seen like a monster trucks and how it's all dirt and like they're like it's like that style of like racetrack is what it is. It's not like Mario Kart nice, you know, with the concrete. No, it's all like dirt. So Circuit. All right, Janet.
Um, Felt very groovy, and I was getting like Ninja Turtle feeling. Um, so I don't know if that was on purpose or not. Uh, it was cool. Again, groovy. Because it was groovy, I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay, and then Alyssa.
Yeah, that one's kind of going back to what the other ones were doing. Honestly, it kind of has a little bit of fun to it, you know. Um, yeah, I like the overall melody. I'm good with a 4. I think maybe at the bottom of the 4s. Uh, pop
Uh,
it in.
Janet, bottom of the fours.
Mm. Uh, yeah, just because I don't know what city sounds like anymore.
Okay. Cool. And then the last one is just fortress. Obviously, it's a fortress, and you're in space because you're biker mice from Mars. So
Mm.
here we go. Okay, Janet.
For this one, it felt very much like the ending, like it was like you're at a boss fight. I liked it a lot. It was faster, it was more intense. I don't know what it looks like in the gameplay, but I liked it. I'll give it a 5.
Oh wow. Okay. And then Alyssa.
I mean, I also like this one. I agree with Janet. Like, kind of, it does kind of sound like final level. It gives off that kind of feeling. Um, that freaking little guitar solo it had in there,
Yeah, that was a good one.
the whale. That was pretty good. It kind of reminds me of City in a way, like just the overall sound of it. Um, I think I'd give it. I wouldn't give it a 5. I think I'd give it a 4, even though it's really good. I'd probably give, like, after listening to all of these, I'd probably say give Island a 5. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah.
All right. So fortress and island, I think, are the two that have been like 4 5s.
Yeah.
So let's put them next to each other, and then we'll listen to island and fortress, and then you guys can decide what goes where.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Janet.
Wait. I mean, I don't know if it's because I just, in general, I like fast sounding music that I would prefer Fortress. Island is good, but I liked Fortress more.
All right, Alyssa.
Mm. I mean, I like them both. Um, there are parts of Fortress I like better. I think I like the way Fortress starts out more, and I do like that little guitar solo in Yeah, you know what? Put Fortress on top. Give it a 5. Put it on.
Okay. And then Island, does that stay as a 4 or does it go to a 5?
Mm,
That stays
mm,
at the 4.
yeah.
Okay. Then we have City and Circuit. We know Sewer is at the bottom. We're not going to even touch that. So we're going to do City and then we're going to do Circuit.
I like Circuit more already.
All right. Janet, you said you like Circuit more. Alyssa?
Honestly, like listening to these all again, kind of in closer succession, I would say put Circuit at the top of the 4s. Above Island. Put it next to Fortress.
I can agree with that.
All right. And then we're not going to go to Sewer.
No.
We're just going to leave it by itself. Poor Sewer. Cool. Well, that's the ranking for Biker Mice from Mars. This one was a short one. I know there's only 5 tracks. But I mean, I don't really pay attention to the Sewer one. It is my least favorite one as well. I don't hate it. It's just kind of there. But yeah, like I've always loved this soundtrack, and I was just like, oh my god, are they gonna rip it to shreds like they did with Turtles in Time? What's gonna happen? But no, like actually, like
break his soul again.
Because when we did that one, I was like, you know what? Listening to them by themselves, I'm like, yeah, they don't go as hard as I thought. But these ones, I'm like, no, these are solid. One thing I was gonna note is they use Island. Like when the game is like when you don't press start and it's just doing a little demo and it's showing you like the like the demo mode and like the game or whatever, it plays Island as like the the main theme. And also, what was I gonna say? Circuit has a very like 70s rock vibe to it. With like how bouncy it is, and then also like with their guitar like sound that they have, but it's really really high pitched. So it definitely feels like something from like the 70s, some like just kind of like rock and roll from that era, which I think is cool because it fits the vibe of the game and the specifically that, like when I mentioned like monster trucks, like it has that vibe. And then if you think of like a lot of people like that go see those kinds of events are like they're like from that era, so they're like 70s like hard rock, like that kind of stuff. So for me, Circuit just really had that like whole thing together. So I think that's really cool how they managed to like take that sound from that time and then like with the visuals being what they are, like kind of just putting that together and for like a Super Nintendo game from the 90s. But yeah, so final thoughts. We got to give it a ranking. I'm gonna start with Janet. Out of a 10 being best of the best and 0 or 1, I guess 1 being just like let's not speak its name. What are you feeling?
I mean, like it wasn't bad. It was short, it was small. It's Biker Mice. I mean, I'll give it like a 6. It was like, it's there. It exists. I've never heard of it, so maybe I don't know if it got popular later. I saw that it had a TV show. Was the TV show more popular?
Oh my god!
It had a TV show, like merchandise. It was basically trying to do everything that Ninja Turtles was trying to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
They can't
And
sell
it failed.
toys
So
to
I'm gonna give it a
kids.
6. Yeah, it wasn't Ninja Turtles, level. But it
Okay.
wasn't bad, but it wasn't bad.
Okay, Alyssa, what do you got?
I'd say just with it's a solid soundtrack. So, and just with the rankings that all the songs have, it's like a 7.5. Just because even like the worst song we gave a 3. So, it ain't the worst. It's pretty good. Good job, Biker Mice. You got your shit together.
All right. Well, there you have it. That's Biker Mice from Mars. Cool. We'll be back another time for another Blocky music. But yeah, I'm glad you guys didn't destroy my dreams like last time.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet.
Oh God, the next one's gonna be worse. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.